There are moments in automotive history when a machine arrives with a calm presence that hides a far more ambitious mission, a car that seems content staying in the background while quietly shaping how comfort, refinement, and long-distance confidence should feel. These are the machines that surprise you not through loud performance numbers but through an unusual commitment to ride quality, understated design, and a kind of engineering maturity that becomes clear only after years of use. They slip through the cracks of mainstream attention, yet their story still matters because they reveal what happens when engineers chase a specific vision rather than a marketing trend. This episode explores one such creation in detail, tracing the philosophy behind it and the standards it tried to elevate without demanding praise. If you enjoy deep dives into vehicles that reward careful attention, like this one, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment which rare model you want covered next. The Peugeot 605 SV 1998 enters this story as a flagship design during a period when comfort and refinement carried as much prestige as outright performance. Its mission was to deliver executive-class dignity through composure rather than spectacle, and that focus shaped every component from suspension tuning to cabin ergonomics. Understanding the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 begins with the context of the European executive market in the late 1990s. Customers expected softness without sloppiness, durability without harshness, and clarity of purpose without overcomplication. Peugeot answered by developing a sedan that favored long-distance grace over short-burst theatrics. The exterior of the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 communicates a quiet professionalism. The body sits with balanced proportions, a subtle shoulder line, and glass areas that maintain excellent visibility. Nothing feels inflated or exaggerated. Aerodynamic efficiency guided much of the car's form. The nose slopes gently, the roof transitions cleanly into the deck, and the overall shape works to stabilize the car at highway speeds. This was crucial because the car was engineered around serenity in motion. The cabin of the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 reflects an era when tactile quality mattered as much as visual appeal. Soft touch surfaces, supportive seats, and generous legroom created an environment tuned for calm. Switches and gauges had measured resistance that indicated careful calibration rather than theatrics. Peugeot installed a coherent driving position that placed controls within easy reach. Visibility remained a priority because the car's primary identity centered on confident touring. Everything is arranged to reduce fatigue on extended drives. The handling philosophy of the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 relied on sophisticated suspension geometry. Engineers emphasized compliance over aggression. Multi-link components maintained wheel alignment under varied loads, allowing the car to remain steady over imperfect asphalt. At moderate speeds the sedan feels calm, but the design truly shines during sustained highway travel. The suspension absorbs irregularities without transmitting nervous motion into the cabin. Feedback through the wheel is filtered yet informative, creating a balanced relationship between road texture and driver comfort. The engine lineup of the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 included refined V6 options engineered for smooth torque delivery. Acceleration is measured rather than abrupt. The powertrain's personality aligns with the chassis philosophy, emphasizing sustained confidence rather than short peaks. At the time, this approach appealed to drivers who valued predictability during long journeys. The Peugeot 605 SV 1998 enters the second phase of its story with a deeper examination of how engineering choices shaped its long-term character. Understanding these systems requires unpacking how Peugeot approached structure, powertrain harmony, and ride calibration during a period defined by rapid technological change. Beneath the surface of the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 sits a platform engineered around torsional stiffness and controlled motion. The chassis was not simply designed for comfort but for predictable responses under varied load, and this priority influenced metal thickness, subframe placement, and the distribution of reinforcement points. While the exterior lines appear smooth and relaxed, the skeleton beneath them works with precise intent. Engineers sought to keep the body stable without making it rigid to the point of transferring unwanted vibration into the cabin. The result is a structure that supports the gentle suspension attitude while preserving alignment accuracy over long mileage. This balance became one of the defining achievements of the Peugeot 605 SV 1998. it established a foundation that allowed each mechanical system to perform its role without compensating for weaknesses elsewhere. At the core of the Peugeot 605 SV 1998's identity is its suspension technology. Peugeot implemented multi-link geometry that managed wheel camber and toe under dynamic conditions, ensuring that contact patches stayed consistent even on uneven surfaces. This approach was essential because the car's personality relied on confidence rather than aggression. Engineers tuned spring rates and damper characteristics to absorb imperfections smoothly while still maintaining steering precision. When traveling over expansion joints or surface ripples, the suspension exhibits a calm filtering effect. Impacts do not intrude harshly into the cabin, and chassis motions settle quickly without excessive oscillation. Road testers of the era often commented on this refined equilibrium, noting how the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 maintained composure where some competitors exhibited nervous behavior or abrupt rebound qualities. These traits help explain why the car became favored by drivers who valued the ability to spend long hours behind the wheel without fatigue. The steering system of the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 further supports this refined theme. Engineers calibrated assist levels to prevent the light, disconnected feeling common among sedans with heavy power assistance. Instead, the rack maintains enough feedback to keep the driver engaged. The wheel communicates surface texture through small, filtered vibrations that provide reassurance without becoming tiring. In highway travel, the on-center feel remains steady, allowing the car to track accurately with minimal correction. This predictability was a significant achievement because the suspension's soft initial response could have produced vague steering if not balanced carefully. Peugeot overcame this by fine-tuning bushing stiffness and optimizing electric and hydraulic interactions within the assist unit. The steering thus becomes another component of the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 that showcases engineering restraint. Every decision supports comfort, but not at the expense of control. Turning to powertrain behavior, the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 exhibits a clear alignment between engine characteristics and intended use. Its available V6 engines focus on smooth torque distribution rather than abrupt thrust. This approach complements the sedan's touring mission. Acceleration in the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 is progressive. The car gathers speed with a gentle surge, avoiding sudden power spikes that could unsettle passengers or require constant throttle modulation. The transmission calibration works in harmony with the engine. Shift points prioritize seamlessness, especially during part throttle driving. On long grades, the system holds gears calmly, preventing hunting and maintaining the serene forward momentum that defines the driving experience. While performance metrics do not match sport-oriented vehicles of its time, the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 excels in real-world usability. Its powertrain rarely feels strained, even when carrying passengers or luggage across extended distances. Cooling and thermal management systems within the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 reveal Peugeot's commitment to long-term reliability. Well-sized radiators and optimized airflow channels help the engine maintain stable temperatures even during high-load scenarios. These design choices were essential for highway-intensive driving patterns common among executives and families who relied on the car for long vacations. The exhaust system also plays a role in the car's calm demeanor. Tuned to minimize droning and resonant frequencies, it emits a low, unobtrusive note that contributes to cabin comfort. Engineers sought to create an environment where engine sound is present enough to provide feedback but subdued enough to avoid intrusion. This balance again reinforces the car's identity as a refined long-distance machine. Inside the Peugeot 605 SV 1998, materials and construction choices highlight a philosophy of understated durability. Soft touch elements cover frequently handled surfaces. Door panels and dash components use layered construction to minimize squeaks and maintain quality over time. Seat design demonstrates a careful study of ergonomics. Cushioning density varies across each surface to support long-term posture stability. Side bolsters provide gentle lateral security without compressing the torso, while lumbar support ensures proper alignment during extended journeys. The driving position of the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 offers a clear forward view, aided by large glass areas and thin pillars relative to modern standards. This enhances highway confidence and reinforces the sedan's touring focus. Consider the climate system of the Peugeot 605 SV 1998. Airflow patterns were tested extensively to ensure balanced distribution throughout the cabin. Vents provide broad, even coverage that avoids concentrating air directly on occupants. This reduces fatigue on long trips and maintains comfort even in warm environments. Because the car was built during an era of rapidly advancing electronics, Peugeot implemented digital features cautiously. The interface prioritizes clarity and direct control rather than complex layering. This restraint ensures that the car remains approachable for drivers who prefer physical feedback and intuitive adjustments. The Peugeot 605 SV 1998 begins its final chapter with an assessment of how its character, engineering values, and long-term reputation shaped the way enthusiasts and everyday drivers view it today. Its legacy is tied to the qualities that once made it an underappreciated flagship and now make it a reference point for comfort-oriented design. To understand this legacy, one must revisit how the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 delivered serenity through mechanical excellence rather than digital intervention. This difference becomes pronounced when comparing it to modern sedans that rely heavily on software to mask firm suspensions or aggressive styling cues. The Peugeot 605 SV 1998 achieved its experience through coherence. Each component worked in harmony, creating a driving atmosphere rooted in predictability rather than sensation. This coherence became central to its long-term appeal. Owners who kept the car into its later years often discovered that the qualities that mattered most were the ones that did not age quickly. One of the key elements shaping the legacy of the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 is its relationship with road surfaces that challenge many contemporary vehicles. Modern cars often compensate for stiffer suspensions by using active dampers or electronic management systems. By contrast, the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 does not require constant adjustment because its base mechanical tuning remains fundamentally sound. The suspension geometry provides natural composure even on worn asphalt. Long wave motions are absorbed gracefully, and short irregularities are filtered without generating jitter. Drivers returning to the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 after years in newer vehicles frequently report a sense of relief. The car feels calm, stable, and unforced. This natural comfort endures because it is not dependent on electronics that may fail or require recalibration. The design itself is inherently well balanced. This inherent balance contributes to the car's growing appeal among enthusiasts of analog driving. The Peugeot 605 SV 1998 offers a type of refinement that differs from luxury defined by touchscreen layers or advanced sound insulation. Instead, it achieves an authentic sense of calm through proportional design, supportive seating, and disciplined mechanical systems. The cabin atmosphere remains inviting decades later, materials age with dignity, and the layout remains intuitive. This makes the car feel more timeless than many of its contemporaries, especially those that relied on ornate design elements that later felt dated. The Peugeot 605 SV 1998 demonstrates how restraint can produce longevity. By avoiding excess, it preserved relevance. This sense of restraint also shapes the sedan's visual legacy. Today, automotive styling frequently emphasizes sharp creases, enlarged grilles, and complex lighting elements. Against this backdrop, the clean lines of the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 appear refreshingly calm. Its uncluttered surfaces draw the eye in a way that feels intentional rather than outdated. The proportions remain grounded in classical design principles: a long wheelbase, balanced overhangs, and a roofline that flows without abrupt breaks. These qualities contribute to the perception that the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 has aged more gracefully than many cars from the same period. The design avoids nostalgia by remaining functional. It communicates competence and professionalism rather than trend-chasing imagery. Mechanical longevity forms another pillar of the sedan's modern reputation. When maintained properly, the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 exhibits durability that contrasts with the stereotypes once associated with the model line. Owners who commit to preventative maintenance often report high mileages with continued reliability. Key drivetrain components, especially the refined V6 options, withstand long journeys when serviced at appropriate intervals. Because the powertrain is tuned for smooth operation rather than extreme output, mechanical stress remains moderate. This contributes to long-term stability. For enthusiasts seeking a comfortable European sedan with manageable running costs, a well-maintained Peugeot 605 SV 1998 becomes an appealing choice. This appeal has grown within niche automotive communities dedicated to preserving 1990s executive sedans. These communities value the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 for its unique blend of comfort, analog feel, and understated luxury. The car occupies a distinct space, more refined than many mainstream sedans of its era, yet less ostentatious than premium rivals. This middle ground allows the car to attract drivers who appreciate quality without seeking attention. As a result, the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 has become a conversation piece. Its rarity adds intrigue, and its capabilities earn respect from those who experience it firsthand. Owners often describe it as a car that reveals its strengths gradually, rewarding those who learn to appreciate subtlety. The rarity of the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 enhances its cultural footprint. While it never achieved widespread visibility, surviving examples now carry an air of quiet exclusivity. Seeing one on the road captures attention not through spectacle but through the unexpected presence of a sedan that many recognize only from automotive history discussions. This rarity also means that the car avoids becoming common enough to blend into the background. Each sighting reaffirms its unique identity. Enthusiasts often take pride in preserving such vehicles because they represent a lineage that deserves recognition. The Peugeot 605 SV 1998, with its poised demeanor, fits this role perfectly. The experience of driving a well-preserved Peugeot 605 SV 1998 today highlights the enduring relevance of its design philosophy. The highway remains its natural habitat. Stability at speed continues to impress, especially when compared to modern vehicles that prioritize firm handling at the expense of long-haul comfort. The steering still communicates enough information to make the driver feel engaged without delivering excessive vibration. The suspension glides over uneven surfaces with a confidence that stands out in a time when firmer rides have become the norm. Even after decades, the car retains a calm personality that encourages relaxed driving. Its engineering achieves a level of serenity that remains difficult to replicate. A. The long-lasting cabin materials of the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 further reinforce its legacy. The interior was crafted with durability in mind. Surfaces, stitching, and padding were built to endure repeated use without premature aging. This foresight proves advantageous today, as restored or well-maintained examples retain a sense of quality that remains competitive even with younger vehicles. The tactile experience inside the 605 contributes to its appreciation among those who value craftsmanship. The car does not overwhelm with complex interfaces. Instead, it welcomes occupants with familiarity, comfort, and clarity. The Peugeot 605 SV 1998 closes its story with a clear picture of why this sedan remains significant among enthusiasts and everyday drivers who value comfort, clarity, and refinement. Its identity has strengthened over time because it represents a philosophy that continues to resonate in an era filled with digital complexity and sensory saturation. Revisiting the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 reveals how a car designed for serenity can still feel relevant decades later. Its suspension tuning, cabin design, and proportional exterior prove that mechanical harmony retains value even as technology evolves. The sedan's durability and consistency further reinforce its legacy. When maintained carefully, it offers the same calm and confidence that defined it when new. This lasting reliability demonstrates that thoughtful engineering can produce long-term satisfaction without requiring constant electronic assistance. For enthusiasts seeking authenticity, the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 provides a driving experience centered on human connection. Clear analog controls, supportive seats, and balanced dynamics create a relationship between driver and machine that feels natural rather than programmed. This human-centered approach has become increasingly rare. Many modern vehicles rely on complex systems to shape the driving experience. By contrast, the 605 maintains its character through simplicity and proportion. This gives the car a timeless quality that appeals to those who want a reminder of how refined engineering once felt without overwhelming interfaces. Practicality remains a meaningful part of the Peugeot 605 SV 1998's appeal. Generous interior space, excellent visibility, and a well-proportioned trunk make it a capable daily companion. The sedan transitions easily from commuting to long-distance travel, offering comfort without drawing attention. While it was not a mainstream sales leader, it built a loyal community of owners who recognized its value. These owners played a vital role in preserving surviving examples, sharing maintenance knowledge, and elevating the model standing among collectors who appreciate well-crafted European sedans from the 1990s. Rarity enhances the sedan's charm. Seeing a Peugeot 605 SV 1998 today carries a sense of occasion because it stands apart from modern automotive themes. Its restrained design provides relief in a landscape dominated by sharp angles and complex styling cues. Its cabin atmosphere offers a calm antidote to digital overload. Its driving experience remains smooth and measured. All of these traits combine to create a unique identity that feels refreshing to those who seek a respite from aggressive design trends and harsh suspension calibrations. In reflecting on what makes the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 so compelling, one must consider how its values align with the desires of drivers who want comfort and coherence over theatrics. The sedan excels at making long journeys feel effortless. It rewards patient driving with smooth responses and stable behavior. It proves that luxury can be quiet rather than loud, measured rather than exaggerated. By remaining true to its design philosophy, the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 has earned a place in the discussion of memorable European sedans that prioritize comfort and harmony. As more drivers seek vehicles with balanced dynamics and thoughtful ergonomics, the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 becomes increasingly relevant. It provides a reminder that restraint can be powerful, and that mechanical excellence can deliver satisfaction without heavy reliance on software. The car endures not because it chased trends, but because it committed to a clear vision of what an executive sedan could be. That vision still carries weight today. With this perspective, the Peugeot 605 SV 1998 story stands as a meaningful chapter in automotive history. It highlights the value of focus, coherence, and genuine refinement at a time when those qualities can be difficult to find. It demonstrates how engineering choices shape long-term identity and influence how vehicles are remembered. For those who have experienced its calming presence, the 605 remains a quiet benchmark. For those discovering it now, it offers an opportunity to appreciate an era when serenity and comfort defined the essence of a flagship sedan. The Peugeot 605 SV 1998 endures because it delivers a driving experience anchored in authenticity, consistency, and long-lasting appeal.